This video is sponsored by Casetify. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe. I'm dead ass trying to get to 1 million subscribers. It's free, really. Just like hit the button. Here's how this channel works. For the most part, like 75% of the time, I try to rock new devices to properly review them, but sometimes it's not possible. Today has been day 12 with the iPhone Air. I have a TCL phone to review, which I won't be able to switch to, because right now I have to decide on either switching to the Xiaomi 15T Pro or the Find X9 Pro, because I want to review these phones. Damn it, I love phones. Apparently I've just received some cases at home. I literally just finished filming the Life with the 17 Pro Max video. Jan's literally editing it right now. So I'm going to be switching to the Air, like literally now.
Oh, little bird, when you step out the shower, what is it that you always write on the mirror? You're up all night.
So here it is, iPhone Pro Max to iPhone Air, pretty much. That's what we're gonna do, and I need this whole thing to transfer. I want all my pictures and everything to transfer here, including the SIM card, which I hope is not gonna be a pain. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how this goes. My God, is going from iPhone to iPhone super easy. It really is. I mean, that's something iOS does really well. It really takes about 2 seconds to understand the process, and everything for the most part transfers really smoothly. Just understand that as you're watching this video, I'm going from a big phone to an insanely small phone, so my experience and my opinions are going to be somewhat skewed coming from the Pro Max, but it's worth the watch, so subscribe if you enjoy these type of videos. I genuinely just document my experience as I live with tech. The one thing I didn't realize is how much stuff I accumulated in my Pro Max in almost 4 weeks. It took about 3 hours to transfer everything. iPhone Air was already getting toasty at this point, right on top, and I literally spent those 3 hours without a phone, really. I went to do some other things. Much later I came back and the transfer was complete, and I must say, I do admire how easy it was to transfer my eSIM to the new iPhone. It was extremely easy, and I'm really happy. I was scared that the process was going to mess up everything, but do not worry, the phone didn't even flinch when it came to doing it, and I was back online in seconds right after the transfer was done. So I guess going from the Pro Max to the Air was successfully smooth. I don't know if you guys can see that, but transferring from my iPhone 17 Pro Max and just setting it all up took quite a bit of battery life. I know the phone was at 100%, now it's at 67%. So I'm quite excited to see the difference in terms of battery life going from the 17 Pro Max, which has an amazing battery life, to the iPhone Air, a phone that already got quite hot while I was doing all the transfer, and it doesn't seem like the battery life is the best. At least all my stuff actually transferred and most of my accounts. So that's awesome. My phone number is right here. That was pretty big. Boy, was I wrong about battery life, as you'll see in the next few days. Good morning, guys. Phone's at 96%. Excited to see how long this is going to last. Two things I really liked about the Pro Max: battery life and thermals. And now I feel like I'm gonna be living in the opposite side of the spectrum. Oh, okay, perfect, bro. Holy I thought I had lost it. Okay, it's good.
No.
Okay.
I thought I put it back in the, on the hook.
Okay, no.
It was attached to my keys.
Okay, no worries. It's just that I don't know if you guys can see it, but I always see this damn truck around, and I know for a fact they have the craziest cars in there. Like, there's literally some guys around here that have the craziest cars. I often hear them or see them going around. Phone in my pocket without a case. If you guys know anything about me, my phones literally slide out of my pocket. Anyways, we'll see how this goes. Look, I rocked the iPhone 17 Pro Max with a case throughout my entire 3 weeks with it, and I have no regrets. It seems like it's a phone that gets damaged pretty easily, so yeah. Now that I'm switching to the Air and I want to rock it without a case, I'm not only scared of dropping it but also scratching it. Like, this thing's so light that it feels like it's just waiting to fly out of my hand. That's why before I even transfer my data, I made sure I had a few Casetify cases as backup. Casetify's been upping their game every year, and the new lineup for iPhone 17 is really nice. They've got the clear case with their new UV defender so it actually stays clear, no yellowing from sunlight or coffee spills. Then there's the glaze case, glossy, scratch resistant, and the print's actually on the inside of the case now so it never fades or peels off like regular ones do. But my favorite one, the bounce case, this thing has enlarged corners and dual lock technology, giving it 7 times military grade drop protection up to 21 feet. The corners are actually multifunctional now too. You can attach straps or charms right onto them for hands-free use. And I did a few real life drops of the desk, kitchen counters, and then a full drop from my staircase on concrete, and it's still flawless. Let me show you. Oh, that was a long drop. Oh my god. Oh, but we look all good. It's all good. Then I poured a bit of coffee next to the clear case, and even after 4 hours it didn't stain or fog up. And because of me, I had to grab a coin and scratch test the glaze case, and well, nothing. The print still looks brand new. Plus, they've got all the extras: screen and lens protectors, straps, even charms. Everything's made to match and actually work with their cases. So if you just picked up an iPhone 17 Pro Max or the new iPhone Air, check out Casetify's new lineup. They're available online at Best Buy and Verizon stores, and you can get 15% off with my link or through my QR code on screen. It was day 2 where I was like, holy crap, this is really thin. And it's so thin that Apple were only able to fit one set of speakers in here. And no, it doesn't live at the bottom, it lives at the top. The sound seems to come out of the same speaker used for taking calls. As thin as this is, it feels incredible to manipulate. I really like it. I was not expecting that. Typing for me has been more accurate, and I don't know if it's because I come from a chunkier phone like the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I honestly find that this is the best design Apple has made on an iPhone in terms of ergonomics. The one-hand use on top of that is truly great. Scrolling timelines is very comfortable. To be fair, I did spend most of my week with it without a case, no matter where I went. I remember that day I was setting up a projector with the phone and using it as I was logging in into accounts, setting up Google TV and so on. I absolutely loved that projector, by the way. I think that was last Friday's video. It was a sponsored video, but honestly, unreal. I'm working on a man cave in the basement where I want to install it, so anyways, you guys will get to see that eventually. I filmed from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and edited a bit of it for a while. I think at the end of that day, I was at about 36%. Well, that was a big day. Honestly, the projector, absolutely insane. I'm really hoping it's gonna fit well in the basement at home because I want to have like this cinema type of setup. That's what I want. So I'm crossing fingers. Anyways, I gotta go home. I gotta shower. I gotta eat. I gotta sleep super early because I really want to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow to come here, work a bit. I got a haircut at 8 a.m. I'm supposed to go to the house to check out the paint again at 9 a.m. And then I'm leaving to Toronto at 1 p.m. because we are going to go check out the ROG Xbox Ally X. Do you want to know how I got to 89%? That morning before hopping on a plane, my phone had made it from the day before all the way to 6:41 a.m. and then I charged it a bit, but that did not last long because I was late to my barber appointment. So this is why you'll see that bit of charge after 6 a.m. on screen right now. But I eventually fully charged it on the plane using this portable battery that I bring everywhere with me. What was I gonna say? Battery life, honestly, I don't want to talk about it yet because I'm not 100% sure about the performance of it. But this morning at around 7:30, I was at 1%. Then I decided to charge the phone. Also, I realized that if you have those phone holders that have like little claws on the side and you claw it, it might activate your camera. So yeah, obviously it depends where those claws are, but mine, it activates it every time. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. So wearing a case might just prevent that. Just FYI. Okay, keep this in mind, okay? I left Toronto at around 1:15 p.m. with 89% and with a toasty phone. Yeah, I don't know, it randomly just got hot when I was on the plane. The heat does come from the top right here. Like I said, I barely rock this with a case. In fact, as slim as this is, the MagSafe magnet is hella strong. I was easily able to consume content on this phone like so. Now, am I scared of bending this or dropping it and shattering it? Yes, a bit, but the damn phone really feels rigid. Even though it's crazy slim, I don't feel like it's going to bend on me. The only bad thing about not having a case is that it's a fingerprint magnet towards the sides. Maybe at best, I do recommend putting a screen protector or a lens protector like the ones Casetify makes. Other than that, I wasn't really scared of anything happening to it, but that doesn't mean that it didn't. It's hard to tell in video, but with the right lighting, you can tell some of the back is already all scratched up. Yep, already minutely scratched before I even took it abroad with me.
When you expect access to document flight log, thank you for flying with us. Have a great day.
I think I have some scratches on the phone already. I'm not rocking with a case because I'm trying to test that, you know, because a lot of people are going to rock the iPhone Air without a case. I mean, that's the whole point. But I really do think I have some scratches already on the back. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't even know if you guys can see that. Just like there and a bit at the bottom. I don't know if it's actually pretty cool. When I was trying to show you guys the scratches, the AirPods asked me if I wanted to read the Uber notification, and then I said yes please, and then it just read the entire description of the car, the Uber driver, when it was coming and everything. So that's pretty cool. That's cool. That's awesome. I really like that.
Yeah, we gon' big, gon' big. We gon' big, gon' big. We gon' big, gon' big. Don't trip, gotta get it how you live, ayy. Yeah, we gon' big, gon' big.
It's running hot, and I'm not even sure why. I literally just took 2 pictures. That was it. I didn't do more than that. The top is what's getting hot. Yeah, the bottom is all good. It just really is the top. It definitely gets hotter than the Pro Max, obviously, but it's a bit too frequent. Anyways, I'll keep updating you guys as it goes, but yeah, it can be annoying sometimes in your pocket. Here I was in Toronto for the release of the ROG Xbox Ally X. That video is live if you guys want to watch it, but every time I leave like this, I mainly work when I travel. I get to my hotel room and I just work and work. And you might ask, Andres, what the hell do you do? Well, look, I take care of calls, emails. I hate typing on this, by the way, when it's laid down flat. It moves a bit too much. But I also check my finances. I script, make sure tests are good, plan videos, buy devices, take care of projects like the house. There's just like so much to do. Not in a rack, but organize them into the wall and number them. And then I'm gonna let you know if I need a rack or not, because I don't know exactly what this is gonna look like. Apparently he's supposed to come next week so we can talk to him to tell him what we need. Yeah, exactly, it doesn't matter. Yeah, as long as it's a rack, yeah. I swear it just doesn't stop, and it's mainly because I treat the channel like a business. This is my life, really. I enjoy every single minute of it, and I want to be the best at it, so please subscribe. Me, I want you to say what you just said, my friend.
That's it, man.
Tell me how trash the photo app is.
I don't know. Since it just bugs, always bugs. It crashes.
You can't
it
find anything.
Can't find anything. Nah, forget about that.
Bro, it's so bad, man.
Nah. Every time I think I'm like, yo, I miss it. I think about how good the
Oppo Fold phone was. Yeah, Oppo is sick.
Just wait till they get the Fold. Just wait till Apple gets the Fold. You'll see.
That's what I'm waiting for next year.
It's the comeback, but I believe in him.
I'm making a little story for you, John. If you ever watch this video, let me know. I'm working, and John is what I get.
Will's asking if there's any plans tonight. Like, did anyone say anything?
That's what John's asking me. Hell yeah, we were gonna meet the boys. However, I Ubered to the nearest mall because not only did I want to take some pictures as the sun was setting down, but I needed a damn sweater. I'm always in denial about the winter coming, so I didn't bring a sweater to Toronto, and it's like freaking 14 degrees, so I'm just gonna go buy one because I'm hella cold and I barely own sweaters, so I guess it's a good time to buy one. Got some regular hoodies here. Simple hoodies, bro, that's all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna browse. Here's my size. It has a weird design. This is really good for winter. Yo, they got some sick colors. Oh, these are sick actually. And they're cropped. Is that too big for you? Oh, the McLaren. I've never had. Oh, it's true, they do have it like that. I got back to the hotel after a restaurant pretty early. Battery life was at 25%, which was not bad for the type of day we had, considering I had an active screen time of like 6 hours and 16 minutes using my emailing app, TikTok, Waze, Instagram, and messages for the most part. But Wednesday was a bit of like a weird day, so I decided to run a full battery life test on Thursday.
I did see that. Mexico City.
Good morning. I have a long day today. My flight's at 7 p.m. tonight, and we have to be at the Asus booth at 1 p.m. I really want my unit. 1, 2, 3, test, 1, 2, 3. Just conversational awareness goes on. That's cool. I'm reviewing this. Anyways, I have a bunch of lists of things to do. I gotta answer some emails. I gotta dump some footage. I have to make sure that the projector video is good to go. The iPhone 17 Pro Max video is good to go. That all the other sponsors for the month are good to go. The house, I'm trying to get some switches from Lutron. Trying to make sure that everything for the house is pretty much ordered, so we can have the final stuff pretty much installed and start moving in. There's quite a lot to do, and I gotta get that done now. I took forever to get ready. It's currently 9 a.m. I packed and stuff, made sure everything was good. Yeah, I think I need to get a lot done. I'm gonna get a lot done. I gotta get some stuff done. Wednesday. Yes, sir. When I decided to do a solid battery life test. Keep in mind all the things I'm doing with the phone as the day goes by the way. I'm using my AirPods a lot with it. I did wish I could use Parsec as well. I find that sucks about iOS, not being able to use Parsec to remotely connect my PC at the office. I did have to check out that morning, and yes, for accounting purposes, I scanned my receipts with my phones. Honestly guys, at this point, John, Jan, and I were having this conversation, but we're not sure why the hate on the air. Let me know what you guys think down below. It just gets hot. That's one thing.
Yeah, but like the hate that it's getting is not deserved. It's actually a really good phone.
No, it's not deserved. Yeah. Up to now, I really like it. And today, like I said, I'm really testing battery life. Today's the day I'm testing battery life because I'm only gonna be home at 9 p.m. bro. As I was saying that, my camera app just bugged hard, like it simply decided to default on the exposure at max. Anyways, it's not like I needed that because the camera sucks. As long as my GPS worked, I was okay. Now for real, that's fake news. I do find myself taking quite a lot of pictures with this camera. CN Tower looks so sick though. Damn. I think sometimes it's useful to have the ultra wide lens because I'm so close to the tower right now. But it's not too bad. The 1X is not too bad. In fact, I asked my girlfriend,
oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.
do you use your ultra wide or your zoom lenses? And she said, no, I just use the regular camera lens most of the time. So I'm like, maybe the iPhone Air is not bad for like the casual user. I don't want to ruin your viewing experience, but I scratched my lens not long ago. I'm not quite sure what to do, but that's why there's sometimes a little smudge in my footage. I don't know if you guys can see that. Driving me crazy because I'm so anal about footage. I'm gonna have to do something about it. I do want to point out that I know this phone ain't cheap. I know that. And more a phone that definitely doesn't have the same camera system as the Pros. I understand the argument regarding the price and specs, but it only took me a few days to realize that this phone is all about the consumer using it. It's for people who want their phone to consume less physical space, but do all the things their iPhones usually do, like, you know, emails, social media, stay connected with the Apple ecosystem, occasionally use the cameras, check out some PDFs, check out your stocks. That's honestly what I feel like iPhone Air does really well, all while being incredibly light, which is more or less what you're paying for. That and a gorgeous screen, because this does have the same ProMotion screen as the Pro models, with this coming in at 6.5 inches. Here we are, guys. Toronto preview event for the ROG Xbox Ally. So yeah, let's take a look at it together. The same thing, bro. So we got the white model right there, and then the black model right there. I just want to take a look before I bring it. Yes, sir. This is exactly why I came to Toronto for the ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X. I was lucky enough to take one home with me so I could test it. Usually, to give you guys a bit of a behind the scenes of what happens during events, John and I usually come in with two cameras. I film POVs and vlogs. He does standing shots of the products. I test some of them, take a quick peek at what they do, and we talk to other creators, reps, and so on. That's usually how events go for us. Meanwhile, all of this happens, I'm still on my phone answering emails, texts, taking pictures, posting stories. By the way, everyone was literally asking me how I like the phone and what I thought about the camera. Look, here's the thing about the camera, okay? Let me get this out of the way right now. The 1X is really not the end of the world, and this sounds like I'm trying to compromise. The thing is that I asked so many people around, and a lot of people use the 1X about like 99% of the time. This might probably not be you because you are a techie, but most people who aren't barely use the ultra wide, and the zoom lens as well. I mean, they use it from time to time, which this can do at 2x, with the pictures turning out way better than just fine, in my opinion. Okay, I do find sometimes the 1X gets tricky in tighter spaces. Look, this here is a 48 megapixel sensor. However, from the pictures this produces, it's clear that this isn't the same sensor as the Pro phones. There's a clear gap in quality, especially in challenging lighting, zoom shots, or dynamic range. I mean, you see it right away with video in low light or in places where there's multiple white balances going on. Sometimes the pictures definitely don't turn out the same, but for the type of people that will be using this phone, trust me, you will not benefit from a Pro model. There's also no true macro mode, but ask yourself, how many times have you used that? I also haven't experienced any lens condensation or anything like so. That and camera app crashes along with black boxes or artifacts on screen under extreme lighting. I saw a lot of people complaining about that, and mind you, Jan took this phone to France with him. He took a bunch of really nice videos, and the only thing he hated about it was how hot it got while taking a lot of media. So keep that in mind. I think the one true concern for me, at least, is the low light performance. Plain simple, I find that it sucks. it's really not the best at all. Motion blur is like introduced a lot, and I feel like the phone just struggles at capturing some pictures in darker scenes. I think that's my biggest pet peeve with it. That said, the ecosystem hasn't gotten me. I can't say that I miss transferring pictures using AirDrop. Even with my MacBook, I'm using local send, guys, and I keep repeating it. It's so freaking good. Okay, so I'm not sure I understand the hate towards the battery life on the iPhone Air. Look at all the things I've been doing with it, quite a lot. I'm at 20% now. I woke up at 7:30, and that's when I started using my phone. It's 6:24 right now. And I've been using it, been taking pictures and stuff, like all the stuff I just said, you know. I'm gonna do a battery life test with battery saver on from 20%. I'm gonna watch some movies on the plane going back to Montreal, and I mean, let's rock it. Let's see what it's capable of doing. Here's where you're going to struggle with within this review, which is battery life. Some people say it sucks because apparently they have used the phone and they are disappointed. Now, I'm not sure how glued those people are to their phones. I'm really not that type of person, even though I make a living off of it. But what I can guarantee you is my experience, okay? From that 20%, whether I was downloading movies before the plane, having my AirPods connected, watching a ton of YouTube videos before boarding, sending voice memos, changing a bit of my UI, watching a full-blown movie on the plane at medium brightness, by 10 p.m., my phone was at 1%, and I was still watching a movie while that was happening and recording my battery screen time for you guys. That was 5 hours and 31 minutes of screen time with an hour and 16 minutes in idle, with lots of Instagram, YouTube, emailing app, camera, taking Ubers. I don't know, man. I really think this is a solid phone for most people. And yes, I ended up charging it with my battery pack because I needed to get home that day. Chances are, guys, it's rare that you go from 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. without having the ability to charge your phone once. I am all set up to go. Today is my last day, supposedly, with the iPhone Air. I might keep it a bit longer. I actually really like it, but I do want to go back to my phone. It's been good. I don't know why people complain about it so much. I guess it's the price, which makes sense. And honestly, this could be the algorithm where I see people complaining about it so much. But the main things that I keep seeing is like battery life is not as good. Hasn't been my case. The camera is, there's things missing, like the ultra wide at least. For the most part, I'm going to defend it because I've been asking people around, people that are just like regular users, and a lot of people don't even use their ultra wide or barely use it. And the zoom, they like try to pinch the screen and that's like about it, and they're not even mad about it or whatever. You know what I mean? And the form factor is pretty freaking nice, to be honest. Look, what I'm trying to get at is that this isn't a phone you choose in between the iPhone 17 or the iPhone 17 Pro Max. No, this is like on its own league. Like, it's a very, very, very niche phone, a phone that you'll buy because it's thin and because it delivers good battery life and because it matches what your needs are. Like, maybe you're not on your phone as much and you want something super light that feels comfortable in hand and it's small for you to handle with one hand. That is what iPhone Air is, really. That's what it is. And not a lot of people are gonna buy this, and you shouldn't buy this because you're trying to decide between the 17 or the 17 Pro Max. It's just not it. That's not it for you if you're thinking that. But literally, on my end, I will defend it, and I will say that battery life on this is really good for what it is, although it's an expensive phone. But again, very niche. Oh man, I woke up that day with a battery life of about 67%. That's classic me. I often forget to charge my phones at night. Last time I charged this was at 5 p.m. the day before, and I remember Sunday I wanted to run one last battery test, it kind of went to shit by accident. Listen, I was doom scrolling yesterday and I saw Will doing a video about the battery pack you can buy for the iPhone. Turns out that, well, I do have that battery pack in the other office, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it tonight, and I don't want to risk it. I'm at 60% right now. It's 10 a.m. and I have a wedding to attend to, so I'm gonna be home pretty freaking late. Now you're probably wondering, are you having battery anxiety? No, I'm not having battery anxiety. With any phone you get, if you start your day at 60%, chances are you're not gonna make it. However, I haven't really tried this, but I feel like it could be super convenient. There you go. Yeah, it's charging. You know, I wanted to run this whole test with then using the battery pack as well. I was like FaceTiming, using Notion, Twitter, using Local Send, the weather app. You could see my battery life draining as the day was going by. I was trying my best to show you guys one last time. And then as I was getting ready for a wedding I was about to attend and taking some pictures outside and stuff, my lovely wife decided to plug in my phone because she thought she was being nice, just so I could have a full charge. So my wife connected my phone by accident, thinking my phone was dying, which yes, it was dying. So I went from like 20% to like 32%. But anyways, it is what it is. I wanted to at least show you how I got home at 2:40 a.m. and used the fully charged battery pack to charge my phone from 3% all the way to 67% the next morning. So no, this doesn't seem to charge your phone at all the way to 100%, at least not from what I experienced. And that was it, guys. Look, today as I'm doing this voiceover, it's day 12 and I'm still using the iPhone Air. I must say, aside from the things I mentioned, it drives me crazy how till this day iOS doesn't have a proper media clipboard, a proper clipboard history, advanced keyboard features like proper predictive text or memory text. Android software really is better in my opinion. And one last thing I wanted to bring up, the phone gets really hot while charging. So yeah, this was iPhone Air for me. I'm literally going back to Android, not because I hate the Air, it's actually a really good phone, but I just like Android software better.